Hey guys, it's Woodymark here, coming with a brand new video. And this video is me talking about FIFA 14, my opinions, and maybe a little update along the way. So, FIFA 14, what do I think of it so far? So far, I think it's a pretty good game, actually. I haven't had much time to play it because I've been playing a bit of Origins Zombies, which is the last map pack. So I've been focused on that a little bit, but overall it's actually a pretty good game. Sorry, moving my microphone into the right position. But I want to talk about certain things, like some of the dribbling, for instance. I miss some of the type of dribbling that was in previous FIFAs, because I feel dribbling is less skillful when trying to create space. Like, I felt I used to be able to take a few more gaps, but that may just be because of pace. I'm not too sure. But the dribbling, I like and dislike at the same time. I like the movement of the dribbling at times, but I dislike the fact that you couldn't do what you did in previous FIFAs. Now, another thing I want to talk to you about is near post, and I was in the practice arena, which is like nothing special, but I was actually practicing near post, and at times it can actually work, I found. But the difference is that it can be a little less accurate, and if you're not in the right position, which is the same with finesse, it doesn't work as well. So I reckon if you can do near post, don't be afraid to do it. Don't think you have to finesse it all the time, because I think near post like is an OP, but I feel it's still very effective, the power shot. So yeah, give it a go, see what you think. But here's a lovely over the through top ball and I get tackled, I believe, or I go for the near post and fail. And coincidentally, that is quite ironic, but yes. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about is pace, and everyone said that they wanted less pace, and that is true actually, but it's been replaced by like passing and crossing over the top through balls, which is interesting because what would you rather prefer, pace or this or crossing and through balls? Because so far I feel that this FIFA has more moments where it can completely make you rage with the amount of crossing and through balls and nothing you can do about it. Like here, I couldn't do a lot there. Maybe I dragged out my fullback too much. Yeah, I did. But it seems like you can't commit players as well. So yeah, and wow, that was actually a pretty quality header just there. But what I think of crossing and corners is they are ridiculously overpowered. Like you would never see that goal in FIFA 13 or any of the FIFAs actually, just because it is like it looped so high and went straight in, and it seems like you can just abuse it. And this crossing and that relates to the gameplay, because this game is very, very enjoyable, but I end up abusing the game a little, let's just say. And here he misses. So, the next thing I want to talk about, and I'm going through these quite quickly, is they didn't change the loyalty on the cards. So, in other words, if any of you don't know, if you play a player for 10 games, all going straight out of the pack, he gets a loyalty chemistry bonus, which effectively makes your player play better. His chemistry goes up in his stars, for instance. All of his shooting stats may go up by 1, so on and so forth. Hence why Ultimate Team is a bit faster than head-to-head, just because you got those added stats on every player and chemistry. So that's effectively the loyalty. But what I find is, I don't know if people fail cutback find the same is, but I tend to play like a maximum of 10 games. Like if you saw 2 of my squad builders, like one of them I played like only 10 games with, and the other I must have played like 7 or 8, like which includes this game, and none of the which includes the Bundesliga 352 squad, which is actually playing on screen right now. And this didn't show any of the goals here for a reason, and you'll see why at the end of the video. And I'm losing my voice slightly. So yeah, I was talking about loyalty bonuses, and I think 10 games is too much because, well, depending on the player, because some people like to stick with one squad and just keep playing with that squad and doing the same thing over and over again. Like, for instance, someone may have wanted to keep playing with Bateson's 352 squad just because it worked so damn well in FIFA 13. So hence they may have played 100 odd games with it. So 10 loyalty bonus wouldn't be enough. However, if you're a person that likes to test out the market and just play with multiple squads, and I got completely done there, then 10 games is just too little, because as a person, like, I plan to do like maybe one squad builder a week and another corner goal. What a surprise. And you can see I got a little bit mad there, like with my controller. But if you're like me, who may do like play with multiple squads, test out the markets, for instance, I may be doing one squad builder every week. That's what I may be hoping for, depending on how much I played a game. Maybe one every 2 weeks, that may be more realistic for the amount I'm going to be uploading. But once every 2 weeks, 10 games, that's a lot, because it's literally just the end, and he scores another to make it 4-0, just getting completely hammered here. But 10 games is just too much, because once you're done and they've got the chemistry, you move on, you sell your squad because you're bored of the team. So I would have changed it to like 6 games, or a certain amount of games in a row for a player. Because if you keep them on the bench, it's kind of pointless. And well, actually, if you play a game, then rotate, then oh, what am I trying to say here? If you play a game, then put them on the bench for the next game. How can they be loyal to you? Like Ruud van Nistelrooy, when he left Manchester United, he was on the bench all the time. He got like 1 in 2 games perhaps, but he left because he was unhappy. So I'll just take that into consideration. And I think that's it based on the gameplay wise. So next, it's halfway, which is not good considering on my little notepad thing I've put around 10 things to talk about, and I've already gone through them all, which probably isn't the best idea. But yeah, this game is good so far, and let's talk about my channel. So with my channel, I'm thinking so far with squad builders. I'll talk a bit about squad builders, because at the moment I'm like downloaded this like thing where I can create images and that, and I'm trying to do it more detailed at the moment, which I'm struggling with at the moment because I'm not great with design. So like, but an hour or two more on it and I should have my squad builder template complete for when I go into it, and maybe my player review template, because I should be able to use the same. And there's the first header of many that you're going to see from me, links into the gameplay and squad. So I'm going to do that template, and then it should be a bit more detailed and unique compared to most squad builders, because the classic squad builder is pretty much what they do is they say, oh, they go through the team like I did, and then they talk about each individual player like I did in my first one, like exactly like I did. C's dominating me. And as you can see, what then they usually say onto the gameplay, and then they either talk about the gameplay or put music in the background to like make the goals a bit more epic and stuff like that. What I plan to do is talk about the players, then go into more detail, bringing up that little thumbnail type creation thing that I've got, which effectively means I'm going to show you like the top goal scorer, who I thought was the best player, how the team actually did, because lots of people kind of hide like how the team actually did with like goals, assists, wins, losses. I'm not going to hide that from you, because then once I'm done with my team, I actually look at the stats and I'm thinking, okay, should I put this on YouTube? Is this a squad which I'd say people should create? And so far, the squad builders I've created, apart from my Bundesliga team, my BPL one wasn't great. I would actually say that isn't a great team. Maybe if you said like came on with 10k coins or something at the beginning of FIFA 14, then yeah, I'd say create it. But for when you get into the higher divisions, it actually isn't that good. Whereas this Bundesliga team actually did me quite well. So I want to like bring out good squad builders, but it can get quite difficult. And then for the ending, when I show the goals, I may put some music in the background or talk over the gameplay, but I feel music in the background will be probably better and more entertaining for people to watch. So yeah, put your comments down below on what you think I should do, and yeah. And then the next thing I want to talk about is my Road to Glory series, and I've actually started recording my Road to Glory series, and I think this game may have been a bit laggy. I don't know if it was my recording or if it actually lagged, but essentially my Oh, my Road to Glory series, I started recording. My idea was that I was going to call it Play and Explore and bring coins onto the account and literally try to find out what works in Ultimate Team. But instead I thought, nah, let's just start from scratch. It should be fine because I thought I was going to start it earlier where I was just going to get abused. But so far, games wise, I'm not going to spoil it, of course, but it hasn't been too bad so far. The people that I've come up against have been fairly straightforward, no of that full gold squads, nothing like the season ticket. And there's another cross, and this guy brings his keeper out every time he crosses, every time I cross, or every time I go down the line. So I saw that weakness and I started abusing it. Sorry if it's not the gameplay that you want to see, but there you have it. And effectively, I've played 3 games so far for my Road to Glory, which equals 2 episodes because there's the intro episode showing my club and like packs and stuff, what I got in the packs. But the aim of the Road to Glory, which I'm going to call it the Ultimate Adventure, FIFA 14 the Ultimate Adventure, because I feel that sounds quite good. The aim of it is to get to Division 1 and win a lot of gold cups and not buy anything on the account, no buying packs, just quite clean and just a good playthrough of the Ultimate Team. So yeah, that's the Road to Glory. And then another series I plan to do is a live com every Monday. Like, I feel to get the videos up, because I want to upload fairly regularly, but the problem is that I may not have time to play enough FIFA as most other people. See, he keeps charging his keeper out. So what I'm going to do is, all I have to do is play 1 game live on Mondays. Then I literally may give you an update on my channel, how everything's going, like, and all of that good stuff. So that could be quite entertaining to watch because I actually really like watching live commentaries. Like, I really like watching the Pempers and El Dinero doing their live comms. They are actually pretty good. But they talk about more of the real life stuff, where I'm going to try to keep it related to FIFA. But you never know, I may talk about things like football and what's going on in my life. If you don't know, I play table tennis and tennis. I may just talk a bit about that at times. You never know what I may talk about, just to entertain you guys and be very chilled with it all. So yeah, am I done with my list now? I think I may be. I don't know if I've talked about finesse shots, but yeah, they're pretty damn OP. Like, the reason why near post isn't used, in my opinion, is just because finesse shots are so good. Like, but because of the dribbling, you got to have your player in the right position. Well, once you get your dribbling going, you can finesse it from almost anywhere, and it has a really good chance of going in. But yeah, the score's 3-4 at the moment. I'm still behind, but I'm doing a comeback using his weakness of him charging the keeper out all the time. And as you can see, I should play out wide. Then, do I get lucky here? Nah, he shoots it back to the keeper. But nevertheless, this has been a good update. And my Road to Glory series, I've actually said on my comments, I said it should start on the 5th, which I'm going to try to keep to. And I've got a BBVA squad builder coming out soon. I've just got to get that thumbnail sorted, and then I can start editing it all out. Then I'll see how that goes and getting the right music. And so yeah, that squad, I'm going to see how that squad builder works out, because I feel it should be more unique to other people's, which is what I want to do with my channel. When I've started, I was like, I don't want to be like anyone. I want to be like a unique channel, just because like I see people, some people have really average content, but because of their personalities, they do quite well. But with my content, I want to try to keep it unique. But some of the things I want to do, it's quite tough at the moment. So because I have to buy a few stuff, like the main Road to Glory series I wanted to do actually involves random.org, and I don't have like any HD screen recorders yet. So yeah, but this series should be a lot of fun. It should last around 50 episodes, which will be very good. It should last me until maybe January odd. And I'm going to try to get around 5 to 6 episodes out per week. So yeah. Now we're coming to the end of the video now. So if you enjoyed the video, hit like. And if you didn't enjoy the video, hit dislike. And as always, say why in the comments below. And subscribe if you want to see more FIFA 14 content. And here, I think this is a goal for me to win the game. And indeed it is. Corners and crosses OP. It's been Woodymark, and I'm out. See you guys.